I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome back, kids and coaches, to another episode of West of Nowhere. I am Levi.
I am Professor Lord Reverend Rusty J. Lugnux IV, you know what I'm saying?
I was going to say, are you to go junior at the at the end of it? What, pray tell, what inspired this?
Oh,
This
you know, I mean, I just figured
sick
I would.
style you got going.
You know, I just figured I would follow in my father's footsteps. You know,
Yeah.
Professor Lord Reverend Rusty J. Lugnux II.
Yeah.
Or the third, or whatever I just said, minus
Whoever
one.
he is. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know,
need-
if you go check out my father's podcast, what is it, the Off Track Syndicate? He
Yeah.
wears, you know, a hat and sunglasses. So I
Which
was
is-
just like, you know,
You need one of those like hats like he's got, though, not just a baseball cap, you know?
no, I gotta do it a little different. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta be your own man, right?
Yeah, can't live in his shadow forever.
Yeah. All right. I was hoping that maybe your eye was all blown out like that one day, and then you were like, I'm gonna hide it with these inconspicuous sunglasses, and nobody's
Yeah.
gonna know.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think anyone was gonna notice I was wearing these things.
Yeah, yeah. They're not. Good news is they're not reflective at all, and I can't see myself on your screen, so
Yeah,
waving at myself.
there we
No.
go. Which one's which?
Yeah, who are we? Anyway, who we got for Patreon people this week
Dude, we're
or this month, I guess.
getting famous.
Are we?
I didn't
So-
realize we were so famous, but here we go, dude. We'd like to thank Adam Pacino, Mark Stadler, Kylie Gangwish, Colby Jordan, Chantel, Kevin Garahan, Colton Zammersla, because I almost forgot, and then our newest subscriber, Andres Baez.
Yay! Welcome, everybody. Thank you for giving us your hard-earned money to let us really just ramble on about nonsense. I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably the best way you can spend your money in this economy, but we
Yeah, and if
appreciate
you're
it.
and if you're interested, the link's in the description down below on whatever you're listening to. We also do subscriber episodes, so you get this episode for free, and then if you subscribe to $5 or higher, you get an extra 20 to 25-ish minute episode a week that is just for you.
Yeah, and that's the $1 per month, but you get all of that like every week. So you're paying once a month, but you're getting a lot of extra stuff, so that's good.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to do that, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're like, hey man, I want to support you guys, you can share us wherever possible. You can leave comments in places like YouTube, or you can engage with us on Facebook sometimes. And so we only got 3 comments on the YouTube video this last time. And Pantera Girl's back, so it's good. She says, nice haircut, Levi. It looks good on you, even though I will miss the long, flowy Ginger Fabio locks. And that is a sentiment that I think pretty much most of the population is also having. And I was having this thought the other day as I was getting ready. I'm like, man, I'm kind of blessed with such great looks that I can rock long hair. And I can do the short hair thing. Like, I'm not confined to one hairstyle. You can't even see my hair right now. I look great.
I'm gonna need you to bring it down there a little bit. Your head's gotten too big. Stop
Yeah.
leaving comments about how great his hair looks.
Oh, man. It's so, and at work, there's people that I haven't worked with since I got my haircut. So I still am getting little trickle comments in every now and then, oh, hey, I didn't know, hey, haircut looks good, blah blah. Yeah, it does. You're welcome.
I bet your Tinder is just going like crazy now, huh?
Yeah, I mean, so many cobwebs, but it's fine. No, I haven't really gotten any good pictures with the new hair, so I haven't updated any of my pictures yet. So,
Dude, if you want, I'll send you an old picture from when you came down for my birthday a couple years back, and you're in that purple tank top,
yeah.
and your hair is short in that picture, and
That
it's
it-
styled.
yeah.
I can send you that picture, and you can use it on,
Okay, yeah. Well, here's this picture of me from fucking 4 years ago.
Everyone does that.
Yeah, that's true. I try not to, I think the oldest picture I have on there is actually, I mean, it is a few years ago, but it's also like,
Oh.
it's not anything that I'm like, wow, that's, it's like me when it's the picture of me on the motorcycle that, I don't know if that's on my Facebook or not, but me and my dad and his wife, we went out on like a Father's Day ride. I went up there for Father's Day and we all took the bikes and rode around. And so there's just a picture of me. I'm just like, and then that's it. Like, actually, I don't even know if I had the hand out. I think I was just like turned, like, but the tongue's out. And
That's how you know it's a serious picture.
yeah, it's like 90% of my pictures are like that. And I don't, whether it's involuntary or not, I don't know. But I digress. Pantera Girl also had another comment where she said that she was a little bummed about hearing Florida State not being invited to, the college football playoffs. And then you told the Miami story, and she goes, well, that's why we don't get invited to nice places. That's fair. I mean, it is Florida, so, shit happens. But
Yeah.
and then Natalie just left a heart emoji on there, so we'll take it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to be cool, leave your comments in the YouTube. All of the links are in the link tree, which is in the description, wherever you're consuming this. And you can click there and find it. So
And the challenge still stands. If we can make it to 100 comments on a video, we'll send a person from the comments a shirt from the
Yeah.
show. So
yeah,
just putting that out there. We've gotten pretty close a couple times, and then
Yeah.
we've kind of fallen off. So I'm gonna need you
yeah.
to do better.
And where we got like how many subscribers we got going on, like it shouldn't be that hard. I don't think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So with our extended swap between breaks between episodes, there's been a lot of stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
Most notably, Andre Brower, aka Captain Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, has died at the age of 61 from a short battle with lung cancer. And that sucks, man. He was fantastic.
Yes.
That's such a fun character. And, he's been acting for a long time. Like, one of his first roles was in the movie Glory, which, like, with Denzel Washington.
wow.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
If you don't know, it's a movie about a Union battalion in the Civil War with all black soldiers. And Matthew Broderick, Ferris Bueller, was training them to fight. And, yeah, he was in that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
And-
totally forgot about that. He's like that guy. He's a guy that wears glasses, and he
Yeah.
has like a hard time in the movie. He has like one of the harder times like getting the training.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like slow to pick up a lot of the stuff because he's a little more formally educated, I think, in the movie.
Yes, I
I
think
can't
that's what they-
remember why, but yeah, that was the basic, principles of his character. And then he was on Homicide, the NBC TV show, and then he was like, weirdly enough, he played a detective on that, but then, went on to go to Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is, he's also, a police captain. He's head of a whole precinct, but then he's completely different because he was a dramatic actor for the longest time, and then he switched it up, and he's been, comedic actor that entire show with 8 seasons or so. And yeah, so I've been watching that lately and just been like, yeah, this was a great show. Like, it had a little bit of everything, and I think that police procedurals, like those shows, like they're always going to be around. They've been around forever. We always have like CSI, and what's the one in what's the one that is it Ice-T in CSI, or what's the one he's in?
I thought he was in Law and Order SVU.
Yeah, Law and Order. Yeah. So there's like those ones, and there's all sorts of never-ending storylines, and I was like, yeah, there's actually like a fun one now instead of it just being like funny for not actual funny, like on purpose. But anyway, yeah.
Well, there's an update with Matthew Perry too. I don't know if you heard about that.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he apparently after the autopsy they say that he died from acute effects of the acute effects from ketamine
Yeah.
abuse. So
Was it a? Okay. Well, is it an abuse or was it a therapy? Because I know they're doing ketamine with therapy now too.
yeah, no, it's so it doesn't say, so it doesn't actually say abuse, but it says acute effects of ketamine. Because it says here he was found unresponsive in a hot tub. So he didn't drown like we all thought. He was just in a hot tub and was found unresponsive.
Oh, interesting.
And they say from the autopsy that primarily to the acute effect. Yeah, his death is primarily attributed to the acute effects of ketamine. And then it goes on to talk about ketamine itself and how powerful the drug is.
Right, because they like give that for people in like surgeries and stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty hardcore.
It says, ketamine is a powerful aesthetic that has become increasingly popular as an alternative therapy for depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, and other hard-to-treat mental health problems. Which is terrifying, because...
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Just one, I don't know, it just sounds crazy to me. Like, it's just one more thing to fucking... Like, you know, because there for a while, before everyone knew about it, what was that one drug? It's like a powder, and it is super strong, like a on the head of a penny.
Oh, are you talking about like God damn it, what?
Yeah, I can't think of it either.
Fentanyl?
Right now. Fentanyl, yeah.
Yeah.
So before everybody knew about fentanyl, people were just dying from fentanyl because they didn't know how strong it was.
Yeah.
It just seems like one new thing to shove down people's throats to fucking make money and kill people, and dude, it's a little ridiculous, man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think. Well, first of all, I'm pretty sure ketamine's been around longer than like the fentanyl.
I know that,
like,
but if we're
thing.
using it to treat mental illnesses now, like that just sounds crazy to me.
Yeah, but it's, I don't know. So there's people, I know people who are doing ketamine therapy, and it's not like they're just popping it. Like it's a session. Like you're supposed to have somebody with you. Like it's like, you know how they do like microdose shroom trips for, like it's supposed to be like that. So I'm assuming maybe this wasn't one of those cases since he was by himself. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So just like anything, like sure, any particular drug can be used appropriately. I mean, fentanyl is very effective when used appropriately, but then you have instances where people are misusing things or you're not doing it in the right setting.
Yes.
So yeah, the dude who does like all the art and stuff for Timesuck, he does ketamine therapy. And like he posted a picture one day, and it looked like he just ran half a marathon. Like it was very like sweaty and like just like kind of wired looking.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just had a ketamine therapy thing, and something about like his legs were very wobbly. I'm having trouble walking around, but it was good. Like good therapy for it. But like I've never personally done that myself, but I just know that is becoming more and more like of a thing. But it's supposed to be very, not intense, not like post surgery or like whatever they use it for surgery. It's not supposed to be the same amount for that. Even, so yeah, but
fine. I take it back. Whatever.
I mean, you can be mad about it, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you want, man. Let's see. What do we got? We got some. Here's a fun one. This is not depressing at all. So, except for the fact that there's an old lady in it. But this lady just turns 105.
Oh man.
Yeah. She turned 105 yesterday, actually. December 16th. So she was born in 1918.
Wow.
And when asked what she was planning on doing for her birthday, she said, I'm going to watch some football and drink some Fireball.
Nice, dude.
So that's pretty
Didn't-
hardcore.
Didn't World War One end in like 1918?
Yeah.
So she was born at the end of World War One. She
Yeah,
lived through World War Two.
Just at the end of it, yeah.
Dude, that's insane, man.
Yeah.
That's a. I know we've talked about. And I don't think we've talked about it, but like, if you think about what was around when you were a kid, right? So like
Yeah.
the massive TVs, VCRs,
Yeah.
and then the shift to what it is now, right?
Right.
As far as technology goes, if you live to be 105, it's got to be fucking wild.
Dude, it's gonna be crazy. Like, I know that I think there's a lot of people that tend to circle the drain on like, oh man, this is just the worst, blah blah blah. It was better in the whatever, name a decade or century. Like, yeah, but I mean, that's what how people have thought about that forever. Like, that's
Yeah.
every generation has those kinds of people where they're like, man, 3 BCE sucks, dude. I mean, they wouldn't call it that, but this shit sucks. Like, I wish I could have been born in, with the Egyptians and 3,000 years ago, damn it. Like, no, man, I don't know. So, yeah, the fact that this lady was born before, before any commercial flights were being done. I don't even know when the Wright brothers was that 1911? I can't remember, but around that time. So they were just starting to play with airplanes at this point.
Yeah.
She lived before regular airplanes were a thing. God damn it. When was the Titanic? Did she predate that? I don't know.
So that was 1912, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
April something 1912 is when the Titanic sank.
Okay.
It says here the first ever passenger flight took off in May of 1908 when Wilbur
Oh,
Wright
yeah. Okay,
carried Charles
1908.
somebody 2,000 feet across the beach.
Yeah.
So you can't really call that a passenger flight. 2,000
Yeah, that's
feet.
2 dudes gliding. I mean, it is obviously impressive because, where we ended up after that. But, like, so just think, okay, 10 years before she was born, the Wright brothers took the first flight.
Yeah. And
That's
then-
insane. That seems like 100,000 years ago. Like, it's such a long time.
Yeah.
Did
And
you
then
like how I
January
corrected 100 to 100,000 because I realized it was way longer.
and then it says here on January 1st, 1914 was the first scheduled passenger airline service. Took off from
okay.
St. Petersburg and then landed in Tampa Bay, Florida. So Florida to Florida.
Yeah.
But still, I'd count that.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 4 years before she was born.
Still though, that's wild, dude.
Yeah. That is crazy. Yeah. That, like, just to, extrapolate that, like, obviously, like, so much has changed, but then that's also just one, like, this lady's still alive. And, like, all of the different shit that was going on back then. She was, like, shitting in her pants, like, just hanging out. Well, I mean, she's probably still doing that, but... She's a Cincinnati Bengals fan. Yep. I mean, obviously
been rough.
football was around, but they played on her birthday. They played yesterday, and they
Nice.
won.
There you go. That's the best birthday gift.
Yeah, so she's got to be pumped, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, it says that she loves Cincinnati Bengals, firefighters, and whiskey. She loves
lady sounds
firefighters.
hardcore.
Yeah. And so she celebrated her birthday with Deerfield Township Fire Department. Nice. Hell yeah.
Dude, 3 shots of Fireball and she was like, hey.
Hey, Shani.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for her.
She's like, I got some silver dollars for you if you take that shirt off.
Dude, I found a silver quarter the other day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Seems random, but you said silver dollar and it made me think of it. Yeah, I was at work when we were turning in like the registers and like cash in the change. Sometimes coins won't go through the actual machine,
Yeah.
and we have like a tray of other quarters or other money that we can substitute it, and so you discard the old one, either send it to the bank or whatever, or you just swap it out and then it's fine. And I was like, well, this one's not going through. And I looked at it, 1960. I said, oh,
That's awesome.
this is a silver quarter. And they were like, how do you know that? I'm like, so I have weird family members that like to know about random coins. I don't know. I don't even know why it was silver until I think it was 64 is when they swapped them out. I don't know why, but I just know that. And I was like, all right, well, I'm swapping this out and I'm taking it. So it's not worth jack shit, but it's kind of cool. So
Yeah, no, that's cool. That is actually cool.
yeah.
Are you tired of
go ahead.
Starbucks?
Like existing or what?
Yeah, are you tired of Starbucks? Or you're like, they have nice coffee, but I'm tired of paying crazy prices?
Don't go there. Yes, I am. I'm horrified with their service and their money. It's too expensive.
Well, you're in luck, dude, because McDonald's has the answer.
No, I'm sure they do.
They're starting a new spin-off store called Cosmix,
Oh,
where they're just gonna sell
brownie.
coffee and coffee related. You know, like it's gonna be a coffee. It's gonna be like their coffee shop.
Okay. Okay, Cosmix. Okay.
Yeah.
Like McDonald's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. COS, capital MC, apostrophe S.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the cause is kind of shoehorned in that. Like, I don't know if that fits, but they're like, what can we do? What can we put? They put in a chat GPT and they were like, let me figure this out. Hold on. How can we incorporate the Mick from McDonald's into something coffee related? And that's what happened.
Yeah. They're like, hear me out.
Yeah.
Cosmix.
Cosmix. Because they by that name they should be selling Cosmos and nothing else. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Like an actual bar, like McDonald's
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah, like why are you what? Coffee is not cause. That's cough mix.
Cough mix. That sounds like a cough medicine, though.
I know.
Dude, it says here the menu will include popping boba drinks,
Oh,
churro frappe, s'mores cold brews. They will also have fruity energy boost drinks and flavor varieties that include cherry, blueberry, pear, blackberry, and more.
okay.
But they're also gonna have like their classic breakfast items still there.
Oh,
It says McDonald's plans to test the new concept at 10 locations in Texas and Illinois. That's so random.
Yeah, Texas and Illinois.
Yeah.
That's not a very big test. You know, you should probably have a little bit more, like maybe one out west too. I don't know. But
Yeah, it
so are
says
they just
here-
adding on or what?
It's gonna be like its own store.
Oh, a standalone store.
Yeah, its own place. The
Okay.
first one's gonna open in Chicago by the end of the month.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think that this is going to end in the internet bullying McDonald's into giving up on this idea.
I don't think so, dude. I think
You
if
don't
they
think?
I think if they come up with good coffee ideas and they sell them for $1 or $2 less than what fucking Starbucks does to you,
Yeah.
because a 20-ounce coffee should never cost fucking $9. Okay, I don't care how much
Well,
sugar
that's
you put into it.
ridiculous. Yeah. Here's my question.
Yeah,
How much further can we go with coffee? Like what?
dude. I think we've reached the limit. To be fair, I don't think.
Dude. Like I get it. I get I understand the concept of like smaller coffee shops because they offer more than just the coffee. It's the environment. A lot
Yeah.
of them do like, you know, spoken word nights or slam poetry nights and you know, stuff like that. They incorporate another thing into it.
Yeah.
But this just sounds like a McDonald's breakfast place with slightly more coffee options.
That's probably what it is.
Are they gonna even sell breakfast all day then, since they've opened that door again? You know,
I mean-
since they're including the breakfast items, are they gonna go? Oh well, actually, only till 10:30 because we ate America.
Well, I can't fucking read. It looks like they're gonna have like a variety of egg McMuffins, some kind of like cream-filled donut things, pretzel bites, cookies, brownies, ice cream. I can't even tell what that is. So yeah, like it looks like it's probably just gonna be like non-stop like breakfast stuff all day.
Okay, well that's good then. Yeah, they probably will do okay then. Because I know that's like that's an issue. Cause, and I get it. There's a lot of people like, they had breakfast until a certain time for a long time.
Yeah.
And Bill Burr says that they didn't even need to do it in the first place, but they just did it to mess with IHOP or whatever, however that joke goes. But like, then they established like, well, we can do this anytime.
Yeah.
And then they're like, just kidding, actually. They
Oh,
fucked
dude.
everybody up.
Well, they brought it back.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, eventually. Dude, I went to,
And- You went to where?
I was gonna go to Taco Bell for breakfast the other day, and the one closest to my house. It's completely, like, nothing, no sign. Like, well, it had signs, but nothing was on.
Yeah.
And then the only car in the parking lot was a car that was missing half of its windows, and it was all blacked out. Like,
They
with
definitely worked there.
a tarp, like, but nobody was there. I was like, what the fuck happened here? There's a story to be told, and nobody's here to answer questions. But then there's another one a little further away, and I got there, and I couldn't remember if they stopped at 9:30 or 10:30,
Right.
but I pulled in right at like 9:30. But they hadn't changed the sign yet, and I'm like, I know some of the time they're like slow to change the sign around, so
Yeah.
it's like, hey, they're like, did their little spiel. And I was like, are you guys still serving breakfast? And she said, yeah.
Yeah. Are you stupid?
Okay. What's the fucking attitude for? I asked a very understandable question given Taco Bell's and like fast food breakfast reputation of just like, actually, we stopped because it was too hard or something
Dude,
like that.
I mean, did you ever work at fast food?
No.
So, let me tell you that no one is happy to be there ever.
Well, that's fine.
And so-
I understand that. Like, I understand the general concept, but like, give me shit about saying, "Can I get?" instead of like, "I would like," or something like that. Understand?
Yeah.
I'm asking a genuine question. I just want to know. Like, I don't need the fucking attitude.
Yeah. No, I mean, I understand.
I don't think you do.
As someone who worked at Jack's Family Restaurant and Wendy's,
Oh,
Dude.
Wendy's boy, huh?
dude, like people are just the worst.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, obviously that early in the morning, she probably shouldn't have been at the I've had enough phase already. But who
Yeah.
knows, dude? People are fucking ridiculous.
Right. Well, and I like, I get that way. I work
Stay that
at-
way.
That's true. I I work retail, so I deal with the same aspect. It's just at a different level, and honestly, I see more people than they do. So,
Yeah.
but if it's like hey man, what time do you guys close? I'm not like, you fucking idiot. We close at 9. Like, I'm not giving them attitude on like a genuine, like, understandable question. What time are you guys gonna be open? You don't ever ask me that question again. Like, god damn it, dude. I just wanted to know. Okay.
Dude, dude, my like smartphones have made me very not understanding. Like
Yeah.
if you ask me a fucking question that sounds like you can Google it, I'm instantly
Oh,
annoyed.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
care if I do know the answer. If you can fucking Google it, why did you ask?
Dude, my favorite would be like, and this was when I was still working at like Sherwin-Williams. They would call us and be like, hey, what time are you guys open till? I'm like, how did you find our number? I Googled it. Interesting. Okay. Like that shit where I know you looked it up. Like, nobody has phone books anymore.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be up to date because, this is like the last time they updated those things. I don't know how long it's been, but you never know. So those kinds of questions when I'm for certain you have your phone in your hand and you're like,
Yeah.
if a guy held his phone up at me and asked me a question about what I was like anything that had to do with my place of employment, then I'd be annoyed because, like, bro, you don't ask me, man. You're right there, but
Dude, that shit makes me. I think nothing makes me angrier when you Google the hours for a place, and it's like it's open till, like, let's just say 9 o'clock. It's open till 9, and you get there at 8:30, and the bitch is already closed. It's like, dude, change your hours. All right. I was here
Maybe
30
that's
minutes
why
early.
the people are calling me asking me that. I fucking looked it up, but I don't ever know. We could like they taught us how to change the hours on Google and shit. Like they're like, hey, if you need to do this, this is how you do it. And then it's like a couple buttons. Like it's not that hard for a business to change their hours of operation. It's really not. So if they tell you that, tell them they're fucking liars. And then demand their firstborn. You fucking dishonor me one too many times.
I'm gonna need your kid, okay?
Yeah. Oh, you don't have
how this
one?
works.
Well,
I'll wait.
I'll wait. I'm gonna need your address. Yeah. Well, that was a long and random tangent that I didn't think I was gonna go off of.
I like it.
Hey, so you use Discord, right? Or have used it?
Yeah, I have it. I don't use it often, but I do have it.
Right. So for those of you who aren't familiar, Discord is, I don't know, how would you describe it? It's like an ultimate like chat location mostly for like gamers. But
yeah, voice chat, text chat.
Yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff. You can open your own little server on it, and just invite your friends, and you guys could just bullshit in there or whatever. Like it's just another place for information to be exchanged. But I found this article about a 13-year-old who was planning a mass shooting, and Discord had stepped in and sent it to the FBI, and so they obviously stepped in and prevented it from happening. So that's, I mean, also like it's cool, but then at the same time I'm like, now Discord's gonna be all over the place. Like, am I not allowed to threaten my friends with fake violence in a video game situation? Like, am I gonna get in trouble?
I mean, so Activision and a couple other companies are like banding together, and if you get banned from one of those games, you get banned from all of those games.
Oh shit!
Based off what you say in game.
Dude, that's crazy.
And I have said some terrible shit to people in game because Call of Duty just really brings it out of you.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not just you; it's literally everybody that plays that game. It's just the most. It's like that machine that pulls out the toxins in Rick and Morty. Like that's Call of Duty. It just brings out the absolute worst in everybody. Yeah. So if they're okay, so Activision and is it across the board for like one type of game, or is it just like in general they can ban you for a bunch, like any kind of game?
So it's I don't know all the games in that like umbrella, but it's Activision and then a couple other companies are like banding together, and then like if you get like a 30-day ban from one of those games, they ban you from all of them for 30 days. And then it's like it just gets progressively worse. Like obviously I don't think it's 30 days to begin with, but
yeah.
Like they're just
wow.
Yeah.
I can already like imagine there's certain people who I can think of in my head that I know would probably, when they found this out, are probably just losing their minds. Like somebody who likes to use the word Orwellian way too much, and maybe probably never even finished 1984, even though it was required reading in high school. Like those kinds of people.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, but then it's also like this. I don't think this concept's like that new, because realistically, you just are extrapolating like something that, like, imagine, okay, when that old lady was born in 1918, like the shit that people could get you arrested for doing, like in just passing conversations like that's how it used to be. If your friend said something, you fucking told somebody else and they either figured it out or somebody arrested them. The entire Salem witch trials is all people people just telling on each other and then a bunch of people getting murdered.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it's not great, but it's also not, like, I don't think new. And honestly, it's kind of chilled out, really, because there's less aggressive reactions. Yeah, you might end up in jail or whatever. You might be banned from something, but then it's better than you getting, like, hanged. I don't remember how it is.
Yeah, I think the past tense is hung,
Yeah.
not hanged.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he was hanged. Well, I think with hanging, though, specifically, it is hanged.
Okay.
I think it, like, I don't know why, but I don't know. English people, hand up.
Well, yeah, I was just saying, 'cause it isn't like I've heard like the old timey shows where they're like, you've been sentenced to be hung by the neck until dead.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
but I don't think that's right. But I don't
No?
know. Yeah.
Okay.
I think specifically with when you're getting condemned to death and a rope wrapped around your neck, and then,
You've been hanged?
yeah, that's, yeah.
Maybe it's both. Maybe there's like, depending on the sentence, like that dude got hanged or that dude got hung.
That
but-
dude done got hunged.
I don't fucking know, dude.
All right, I don't have anything else. Tell us your asshole. Show us your asshole, buddy.
Show us your. Well, I mean,
Sign up for
Patreon
the
has been-
Patreon.
Patreon has been asking me to verify I'm 18 because apparently we have like, I don't know. It keeps asking me like we sell sex content, and that's 100% not the case. So I don't really know.
You want me to just draw like a pair of boobs? Just so it can like validate that request. Like, all right, okay, this makes sense now.
All right. Am I the asshole for telling my sister she's an idiot if she thought her actions at her wedding wouldn't have consequences?
Oh boy, got another wedding one, dude. These are always the juiciest.
Quick backstory. My bio dad died when I was young, and my mom remarried when my sister was 8 and I was 10. We are now in our late 20s. Stepdad focused a lot of his time providing for us, so I never got close to him, but I am grateful for him. I'm engaged, and my sister is going to marry in about a month. My wedding will be in a year. Both of us are close to our mom, though. Well, that really doesn't make sense, but okay.
Yeah.
My sister, who I will call... You couldn't have picked a fucking easier name? Noelle, but spelled fucking crazy.
Oh, okay.
Um,
It's probably just her name is probably actually Noelle, but it's spelled normally. I'll change it up. I'll really trick them.
all right. Noelle is fucked up in my opinion. At first, I was on her side, but now I just feel bad for stepdad. Noelle isn't going to have him walk her down the aisle and give her away. I understand this is her decision, and when that came out, I helped my mom and stepdad understand that it was her choice. The turning point happened last week when she told us that he will not be sitting at the family table. Damn.
Okay.
When I asked her why, she made it clear he wasn't family to her. Again, it's her right, but damn, he is the reason we had such a good childhood and are debt-free. He paid for college and worked a ton.
Oh shit.
I knew this would result in them not going to the wedding, and they informed my sister that they wouldn't be going. She called me upset and was ranting about how it was her wedding, that she was being abandoned. I had enough and told her she's an idiot if she didn't think her actions wouldn't have consequences. She called me a jerk and hung up. See, hung. Not hang up. She hung
Yeah,
up.
but she didn't kill her phone.
I am unsure if I was a jerk, and I feel guilty since I am now closer to my parents since I promised he can walk me down at my wedding.
Okay.
Am I the asshole?
No.
Yeah, I don't.
Sounds like she's a big ol' asshole though.
Yeah, Bridezilla.
Dude, I do not understand what happens when these stories come out. Like, you always hear these very aggressive stories of the bride demanding, like, either crazy things from her bridal party or, that one with the cabin. Like,
Yeah.
now
Or
that-
or the one where the guy was gonna get married and the chick was like, "Your kid can't come
your
to the wedding."
son can't come, you piece of shit. So this stepdad had entered their life. How old were they? Does it say?
8 and 10.
Yeah, I mean, and then was up for all, all that we know from this person's post is that they were pretty good at being a stepdad. Sounds like paid for college. That's that's not an easy thing to do for a lot of people.
Yeah, it sounds like it's from what she's saying. It sounds like he busted his ass. He wasn't around very much because he worked so much,
Yeah,
but he made sure they
he
had a
worked
good
so
life.
much so they could be set up.
Yeah. He paid for
Yeah.
like it says he paid for college. That's not easy.
Yeah, that's. I mean, depending on where you go, that's real fucking expensive. And
Yeah, let alone one college fund, let alone two college
Two,
funds. That's
yeah.
insane.
God damn, that's crazy. Did it say if? Because I don't know. Like this is like a tradition, but I don't know if it's outdated tradition or not. But was he helping pay for any of the wedding either?
It doesn't say that here, but I would imagine she'd have to be insane
Yeah.
if she was like, "Oh, I'm getting married,
Yeah.
and you got to pay for it, but you can't walk me down the aisle, and you can't
Yeah.
sit at the family table."
Yeah. Like I understand the walk but I want to know who she chose to walk her down the aisle.
Right?
Because what happened to the original dad?
It doesn't say.
Oh.
It says, "Oh, wow, no, my bio dad died." It does say.
Oh. Okay. So who the fuck?
Yeah.
Like I understand more than probably anybody else. Having a stepdad is not the easiest thing, but like I had a shitty one, so like this guy sounds like he was okay. I mean, at the very least, took care of them, made sure they ate and had like good childhood. The poster says, like OP says that they had a good life and he made sure they had a good childhood. And this lady's like, nah, can't come to my fucker. What are the people saying?
I mean, it's not the asshole.
Okay, good. Yeah, I know sometimes it's been a little wonky, so I was like, okay.
The top comment is, "I think you're not the asshole, but I'm confused by this, honestly. Did your sister ever express that she didn't consider stepdad family before? This seems like it was out of nowhere, kind of."
Yeah, it does seem very like random and I don't know.
Yeah. She replied to this
Oh, shit.
person.
Okay.
OP says, "Not really. She always idolized our dead dad and was upset when she hit a milestone and he couldn't be there. I think
Right.
this came out full force on this issue that she decided to reject stepdad completely. We both didn't have close relationships with him, but that was due to him working 60 hours a week to provide." That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. Like, I get it, and I don't understand the complexity of having, like, a dead parental figure at that young of age, but also, somebody who did step in and did their best to try and make things, like, and you're an adult now,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't, I don't know, like, you can't be bothered to think about that, like, think about it in a rational way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, not with the bride on this one.
I don't think we have been on any of them so far.
No, you're right. Yeah, the bride. Yeah, this goes back to what I was saying. Well, I don't understand why there's so many stories about brides being just crazy. Like, I've been part of a few weddings in my day, and I didn't have any issues with any of the brides. I had some issues with some bridesmaids one time, but like, in the whole experience, everything worked out fine. Nobody got, nobody fought or anything like that. It was just a little bickery kind of thing, but
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, yeah, I don't get why that's a thing. And like they had whole ass shows about it, like Bridezilla, reality TV shows, and like it's
I
like
think
a
a-
known phenomenon, and I don't understand what about that. Like I get that it's a big event, but like the stress of that event, I don't know how it makes people act like so aggressively, especially in these situations, because these are all worse than anything I've ever heard before.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think it's the stress of that day. It's supposed to be, well, as our
It's supposed to
society,
be like the perfect day.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
our society puts so much focus on getting married.
Oh yeah.
Just like in general. I think Christianity has a big hand in that. Like, you get married. It's supposed to be the only time you get married. So if it's the only time you get married, then
Yeah.
this day has to be the best, most perfect day possible.
Everybody and God is watching.
Yep.
Yeah. I have met, like, I'm sure you have too, but like those people who get married at like, 18, like,
Yeah.
and not people in the military, but like just regular, like normal civilian people who
Yeah,
get
civilians,
married
yeah.
at that age is such a mind fuck to me. And I like seeing it now. Like, I've met people in post military life that are getting married super duper young, and it wasn't great then either. But like now, what are you doing? Like, you're a toddler still. Why are you doing this to yourself? Like, I don't want to be alone either, but I'm not gonna get married when I'm not even, like, my brain's not even done growing in it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
it's wild to think about. Like, and then you'll talk to them, and all of their rationale is just very dumb. But there is a lot of like external biblical influences on them, like a lot of well, you know, we've been in church forever, and like this is how it's supposed to be. We're only getting married one time, and then you're like, okay. I wish I could see the future just to see how bad it turned out on each one of them. Like, I'm not a super big pessimist, but like with those situations, I feel like I am. 'Cause it doesn't ever seem to work out very well. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Nice. All right. Well, leave comments, like, subscribe. We'd like to thank our friends, the Dutch and Denver podcast and No New Friends podcast, Kicking It with the Kellys in the Remedy Room.
yeah,
Also, check out The Remedial Scholar, which is Levi's other podcast. If you go check out the Off Track Syndicate, which is one of my dad's other podcasts, you can check that out. If you from there, if you like bourbon, he has the Bourbon Syndicate, which is doing pretty well too.
yeah,
We have a lot of friends podcasting. Check all those shows out. Holy shit.
yeah.
You literally can just listen nonstop if you want.
Nonstop rock, dude. All right, that's it.
Yeah.
I've had enough. Peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.